now that that crap's out of the way, we are going to go to we're going to go to our next guest, and they are patiently waiting for us. And Jason Ryland's interview basically caused us to go completely out of whack here. So we are behind on guests, and who knows if we will catch up. But we are going to go to our next guest here in just a few moments. Wayne G is going to join us. And he is going to join us on the old Skip Skype here. And Wayne G, the music box. And as soon as he connects with us, we will get Jae B Wells on the line. And there is Wayne G. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, actually. Glad to have you with us. I'm going to bring in Jae B Wells here, and we're going to chat with Wayne G. He, of course, is a fantastic, fantastic artist. He made the mixtape "Da Bud the Chicago Interpretation," which it features from Mr. CEO. He currently performs under Bruce Levy, and he is with us today here on our big broadcast, and Jae B Wells joins us live. Now, Wayne, tell us...
not mean to do that.
Wayne, tell us about yourself, my friend.
How you doing? Well, basically, I'm a MC songwriter based out of Chicago, Illinois. Just sit down and make a lot of music. I basically come from the West Side, and been traveling a lot, doing shows, trying to get this music done. I recently just came from went to the UK to record my latest project, which is called "From Chicago with Love." It's coming out April 20th, 2019. So yeah, I've just really been doing a lot of artwork too.
You're just putting a lot of time and effort in. And Wayne, where do we find you online? Where can people get a hold of you and get your stuff and get involved with you, my friend? Where do we find you, brother?
Well, actually, you can find me on all of the digital platforms, such as like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon.com, and you can just Google my last project, which is "Addicted to Wayne G." And then you also can check out my new single that I just released, which is called "Down to Die." And the other single I released was entitled "Know My Soul." So
"Down to Die"? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
That is a heck of a deal. Now,
I
Wayne,
recorded that song in the. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to ask you where you recorded the song and information. Tell us all about it, man.
Yeah, well, actually, I just that was one of the songs I did because I recently, like last October, I went over to the UK, Leicester County, in like Hinkleyville. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Great Britain, but I went over there with a friend of mine named Too Nasty, and I recorded a couple records, and I recorded my album. So the actual Down to Die record is produced by Too Nasty, B for Cheap. And we recorded that over in the UK. And then I also recorded the rest of those songs. And so basically what I did was I did a 2/27. So December 27th, January 27th, and February 27th, I released the single. And so I got a song coming out next week on the 27th, which is actually called Minutes Instead, which is produced by X-Class Track.
Fantastic, fantastic. A great artist joins us today here on our program, and you have put together a lot of good connections. You've been to the UK and back. You're amazing, my friend. How'd you get started doing this hip hop music thing?
What did he do in the UK?
I went to record my last project. I went to record music.
He just went over to the United Kingdom and did music.
Yeah, so I went to record my last project. So basically the concept for my new project was called "From Chicago with Love" because I'm from Chicago. And basically the image of Chicago is the whole Chirac ordeal and, the violence that's bombarding the media from my hometown. And so basically what I wanted to do was kind of change that concept. And so I went across, over to the UK to kind of get a perception from the other side of things and trying to get a different vibe. So I went and created everything just based off the information that I had in my brain and the creativity that I had without any bias or any interruption. I went somewhere where nobody knew me, and I created everything abstractly, and so everything that comes on my new project is pretty much pure and untainted.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, with going over there, what led you to go over there and record this project, man?
Okay, well, actually, social media. So I have made a connection with a producer, an engineer overseas through my my friends with Dakota TV, Jordan record company. A couple of my friends, Killer Run and Sneak Rothstein, and they have a producer overseas. And so I was going back and forth with the producer, and I just came up with the idea, like, well, maybe I should just, because I was looking for a vacation last year anyway. So I was thinking, like, maybe I could make it a business trip as well. And so what I did was I pre-wrote some of the songs. Everything on the album is produced by Snapback on the beat, which is a producer from Chicago. So basically, the whole album is based. It was just basically a social media connection. So it was basically the advancement of technology is really how it ended up over in the UK.
Wow. Pretty amazing, brother. Pretty amazing. Now, getting over to there to the UK and go ahead, Jay. I know you got some questions for him. Go ahead, jump in there.
Yeah. What kind of music is this? Is it rock? Is it rap?
It's hip hop.
Is it hip hop?
Actually, it's kind of like a blend between like hip hop and R&B, because like melodies on this record, and generally, like, I'm known as a rapper, like a hip hop rapper, the regular rap stuff. But this time I did a little singing, a little harmonizing, and things of that nature. So it's a lot of harmonies on this one. So it's a mess.
Do you have any background in like classical or anything else other than hip hop?
Well, actually, I did. When I was younger, I used to play the piano, so I do a lot of song arrangements for music, and then like I also do a lot of songwriting for different genres as well.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. And so, like, basically, like, one of my true passion is like writing music. So, like, one of the main things, because I am a black artist, most people tend to like put me in the box of hip hop and R&B because that's an easy connection. But I like to write for different genres, like alternative and pop and stuff like that. And so, like, I have submitted songs to like some major artists as well, to see if they'll pick those up.
That's fantastic.
Well, that's what we're here for, is to sit there and dig deep into the heart and soul of what you do and get out other word of, get you out of the box.
And that's true. And so I also, it sounds like one of our background. So along with the music, I do have a clothing company, which is called Ethelot. That's the word for life going backwards, and it stands for all living in flawed environments. And the goal is to change that, so that's why the words go backwards. And so basically all of it is just urban-inspired art that I draw directly and I silk screen press it myself too.
Wow.
And how do we find that?
Well, actually, you can find me on Facebook at Ethelot Cloths. That's EFILAFCLOTHS. Or you can find me on Instagram at Ethelot Art Department, which is EFILAF Art Department ARTDEPTARTMENT.
That's fantastic.
And you can also find Wayne G Music under Wayne G _G_official on Instagram as well.
We've got Wayne G with us today. He joins us live here in our broadcast. Now, Down to Die, the latest single. We're going to play that here in a few moments. But before we do that, what are some of your goals for the rest of this year, my friend?
Well, actually, some of the goals that I have, because I have the release coming out next week, and then the rest of for the next 2 months, I'm going to be doing like a big press run for the album, which comes out on 4/20. And so basically what I want to do is shoot a couple videos for the new project, and then just get on the road again, do a couple shows. Maybe I could set up something in Kansas and come down there and perform as well. But really just getting out and performing and promoting it. Then I also have a artist that I'm promoting, which is called, his name is Mackin. He got a new single out as well called The Blade Runner. And so we just been doing a lot of stuff promoting and writing and trying to just get the name out, trying to develop the popularity and get the movement going.
Fantastic. Wayne G with us today. Joins us live here in our broadcast. He is pretty damn amazing. You would think that he's just a hip hop guy. He's just what have you. But he is pretty damn amazing. He's doing the clothing company and everything else. What led you to get this clothing company and all this stuff going?
Well, to be totally honest, one day I was sitting in the house and I just realized I just was looking down at the clothes I was wearing, and I was like, man, I'm just like a walking billboard for somebody else. And so and so one day I was just thinking, because I used to always, I used to work at a lot of telemarketing places, so I used to sit at the cubicles, and so I used to make sketches. And so one day I just learned how to silk screen press, and so I had to start drawing those images on a bigger image. And so once I made like my first set, I just really hit the street and started selling it. And the reception that I got was great, and so that just gave me the motivation to continue doing it. And so like in Chicago, like what I would do is I would make a bunch of T-shirts, and then I would go to corners, basically like known corners where they were selling drugs, and I would just stand out there with drug dealers and sell my clothes as well.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea. Go where the marketplace is, baby.
I mean, people are already,
they're already spending money
on things. Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. We have got Wayne G with us today. He joins us live now on Facebook. Is the clothing company what we need to look for? The EFILAF clothes? Is that your cloths?
It's actually cloths. Yeah, it's actually cloths, and that's actually my Facebook. But I also have a Wayne G music page as well. If people want to look for that, because we also have a company, G-Dollar Entertainment. That's also an imprint that we also own, and so we promote a lot of music on the different platforms as well. So if you looking for it on Facebook, you can also find me on Jordan TV. You can find me on G-Dollar Entertainment. You can also find me on the Wayne G music page as well.
Fantastic. Well, I sent you a friend request because there is, ironically, a hip-hop show that is going to be happening here in Hutchinson on 420. And I thought, you're dropping this album on 420. We need to just see what we can do just about bringing it to town. We'll just turn it into a release party, baby.
I definitely would love to come down there and do a performance for you guys. That would be my pleasure.
I want to see him.
Yeah, I think it would. Like I said, I sent you a friend request. You hit me back. We'll start working on some deals and see if we get this figured out. Before we let you go, my friend, how do we find your music online? Because we're gonna play your Down to Die here in just a few moments.
And I'm having a hard time stalking him, so.
Yes, Jay likes to stalk our guests on social media so she can help promote their stuff. So she is having a hell of a time trying to find you, brother.
Well, look, on Spotify, you can find me at Wayne G. I got maybe 6 projects. It'll be Addicted to Wayne G as a picture, like a hallucinating picture, cartoon art. Then you'll also find the 2 singles on there. You can also find it on the Apple Music, iTunes platform. And then if you guys are looking for the new single that comes out next week, it's also available for pre-order on Amazon, Apple Music, and Spotify as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for being with us and chatting with us, and I look forward to talking to you soon, man. I appreciate you making time.
It's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Good luck to you, man.
If you guys ever want to have me back on the show, I'll be great.
We definitely are going to be doing that, man. You're going to be one of as they say on Jeopardy. You're going to be one of our returning champions. So
I appreciate that. That's cool. I got a big smile on my face.
And Jay, I will be back with you after our commercial break. And Wayne, we're going to play the song and go to break. I appreciate it, baby. Thanks for being with us.
I appreciate it so much.
Thanks, man. Later. There he goes, Wayne G. And here it is, Down to Die, and it is on the big broadcast.